First, we're going to look at some warm-up exercises. A warm-up helps you prepare both mentally and physically for exercise and reduces the chance of injury. It prepares muscles for stretching, prepares your heart for an increase in activity, and prepares you mentally for the upcoming exercise. A few warm-up activities are jump roping, jumping jacks, butt kicks, arm circling to stretch out the arms and shoulder muscles. Other exercises could be low-impact exercises such as biking, walking, using an elliptical or rowing machine, or even taking a light jog. Exercise number 1 for hamstring stretches are front leg raises. Stand next to a chair or another support, holding on with one hand. Swing your leg forward, keeping the leg straight. Continue with a downward swing, bringing the leg as far back as your flexibility allows. Repeat 5 to 10 times, then switch legs. Exercise number 2 for hamstrings is the knee tuck jump. Begin in a comfortable standing position with your knees slightly bent. Hold your hands in front of you, palms down with your fingertips together at chest height. This will be your starting position. Rapidly dip down into a quarter squat and immediately explode upward. Drive your knees towards your chest, attempting to touch them to the palms of your hands. Exercise number 3 for hamstrings is the standing toe touch. Stand with some space in front and behind you. Bend at the waist, keeping your legs straight, until you can relax and let your upper body hang down in front of you. Let your arms and hands hang down naturally. Hold for 10 to 20 seconds. Exercise number 4 for hamstrings is the straddle. Begin in a seated upright position. Start by extending your legs in front of you in a V. With your hands on the floor, lean forward as far as possible. Hold for 10 to 20 seconds. Exercise number 5 for hamstrings is the upper back leg grab. While seated, bend forward to hug your thighs from underneath both arms. Keep your arms together and your legs extended out as you bring your chest down to your knees. You can also stretch your middle back by pulling your back away from your knees as you're hugging them. This exercise also works out lower and middle back. Now we're going to look at some lower back flexibility exercises. First exercise is child's pose. Get on your hands and knees, walk your hands out in front of you, lower your buttocks down to sit on your heels. Let your arms drag along the floor as you sit back and stretch your entire spine. Exercise number 2 for lower back flexibility is the Superman. To begin, lie straight and face down on the floor or exercise mat. Simultaneously raise your arms, legs, and chest off the floor and hold this contraction for 2 seconds. Slowly begin to lower your arms, legs, and chest back down to the starting position while inhaling. Repeat for the recommended amount of repetitions prescribed in your program. Exercise number 3 for lower back flexibility is hug knees to chest. Lie down on your back and pull both of your knees up to your chest. Hold your arms under the knees, not over, because that would put too much pressure on the knee joints. Slowly pull the knees towards your shoulders. This also stretches out your glutes. Exercise number 4 for lower back flexibility is the dancer stretch. Sit up on the floor, cross your right leg over your left leg, keeping the knee bent. Your left leg is straight and down on the floor. Place your left arm on your right leg and your right hand on the floor. Rotate your upper body to the right and hold for 10 to 20 seconds, then switch sides. Exercise number 5 for lower back flexibility is the crossover reverse lunge. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart, and this will be your starting position. Perform a rear lunge by stepping back with one foot and flexing the hips and front knee. As you do so, rotate your torso across the front leg. After a brief pause, return to the starting position and repeat on the other side. Continue in an alternating fashion. We will now look at some exercises for strengthening the core. The first exercise is the 3/4 sit-up. Lie down on the floor and secure your feet. Your legs should bend at the knees. Place your hands behind or to the side of your head. You will begin with your back on the ground. Flex your hips and spine and raise your torso toward your knees. At the top of the contraction, your torso should be perpendicular to the ground. Reverse the motion, going only 3/4 of the way down. Repeat. Exercise number 2 for the core is the air bike. For this exercise, you will take your right elbow and bring it to your left knee, and your left elbow and bring it to your right knee as if you were riding a bike in mid-air. Exercise number 3 for the core is the alternate heel touches. Lie on the floor with knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Crunch over your torso forward about 3 to 4 inches to the right and touch your right heel as you hold the contraction for a second. Now go back slowly and start the position and crunch over to the left. Exercise number 4 for the core is the cross-body crunch. Lie flat on your back and bend your knees. Keep your feet flat on the floor and place your hands loosely behind your head. Now curl up and bring your right elbow and shoulder across your body to your left knee. Do the same on the opposite side. Exercise number 5 for the core is the jackknife sit-up. As you lay flat on the floor, try to bring your arms and your legs up together at the same time, reaching a V. Exercise number 6 for the core is the plank. Get into a prone position on the floor, supporting your weight on your toes and your forearms. Your arms are bent directly below the shoulder. Keep your body straight at all times and hold this position as long as possible. For a push-up, keep your arms shoulder width apart. Next, lower yourself downward until your chest almost touches the floor as you inhale. Now breathe out and press your chest or your upper body back up to the starting position. When doing dips, please use a sturdy piece of equipment. To get in the starting position, hold your body at an arm's length with your arms locked above the bars. Now inhale and slowly lower yourself downward, keeping your torso tight. Then exhale and push your torso back up using your triceps to bring your body back to the starting position. In doing a full body squat, start with your feet standing shoulder width apart. Begin the movement by flexing your knees and hips, sitting back with your hips. Continue down to full depth if you are able to, and quickly reverse the motion until you return to the standing position. Cool downs are important after any workout because it slowly brings the body back from an exertional state to a near resting state safely. This video shows line touches as a cool down, but if you increase the speed of this activity, this can also be a great cardio exercise. End your exercise with a light jog, and you're done.